And guests, we seek your permission to begin the inaugural ceremony.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
It is with great pride and honor, on behalf of Skilled India, powered by Kedman Skilling Private Limited and Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, we welcome all the esteemed dignitaries on the occasion of e-inauguration of Digital Learning Portal on LMS platform for Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, designed, developed and crafted by Skilled India. To mark the beginning of this occasion, we now begin the e-lamp lighting ceremony from all distinguished guests' end. Most humbly, we welcome our chief guest, Dr. Manish Kumar, Managing Director and CEO, National Skills Development Corporation. We welcome our guest of honor, Mrs. Vandana Luthra, Chairperson Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council and founder VLCC Healthcare Limited. We now welcome our special guest, Mr. P. Emelson, Executive Chairman Kunskapsskolan Education Sweden AB, Chairman Magnora AB. We welcome our special guest, Dr. Prashant Bhalla, President, Manav Rachna Educational Institutions. We welcome distinguished guest, Cecilia Karnefeld, CEO and President, Kunskapsskolan Education. We welcome distinguished guest, Mr. Anders Bauer, Group Executive Vice President, Kunskapsskolan Education Sweden AB and CEO, KedTech AB. We welcome esteemed guest, Dr. Amit Bhalla, Vice President, Manav Rachna Educational Institutions. We welcome Ms. Monica Behel, CEO, Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council. And we welcome Mr. Rajiv Mathur, CEO, Skilled India. We welcome our special invitees, Mr. James Raphael, Executive Head Retailers Association Skill Council of India, and Dr. Sanjay Srivastav, Vice Chancellor, Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies. Skilled India and Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council welcomes all the distinguished guests and dignitaries on the e-inauguration ceremony of Digital Learning Portal on LMS platform. We welcome you all.
We are honored with the presence of Dr. I.K. Bhatt, Vice Chancellor, Manav Rachna University, Dr. N.C. Vadva, Director General, Manav Rachna Educational Institutions, Ms. Britta Whitman, Ms. Anisha Amin, Ms. Ulrika from Global Healthcare College, Sweden, Dr. Rupak Vashisht, CEO, Apparel Skill Sector Council, Mr. Vijay Mathur, Executive Director, ATDC. Thank you, dignitaries, persons, for making yourself available for the inaugural ceremony. Now I invite Mr. Rajiv Mathur, CEO, Skilled India, to give an insight on the association.
Thank you, Stuti. Today is a landmark occasion when Kedman Skilling, which is a joint venture company of Manav Rachna and Kunskapsskolan Education Sweden, is entering in support of mainline skill development via launch of online courses aligned to NSQF and QP NOSIS. We are starting with launch of online courses for the Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council. Under this partnership, we have very clearly demarcated our roles where Kedman Skilling will design, develop, and craft new online courses using the KIT learning methodology of Kunskapsskolan Sweden. In addition, we shall be developing online training of trainer programs as well as the online RPL training programs for the beauty and wellness sector. Apart from development of new products for the sector, we shall also be taking care of back-end operations, which are very crucial in the launch of the e-learning programs, like call center support, integration with other platforms, content management, support for mobile learning, support for blended learning, AI-enabled online assessment, which is a very special tool that we have developed for online assessment, and then reporting and tracking, security and customization and branding of partner organization. So we have a very robust LMS which is going to take care of all this. And under this agreement that we have signed today with Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, they would be doing front ending of the programs that we develop with the training center, doing training under various schemes leading to certification under Government Skill India mission, and to those interested to do RPL or TOT or any state government or to the private schools. I will now request Ms. Monica Bahel, CEO of Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, to share her thoughts further on this association. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mathur, for giving us the background for this, and welcome to all the dignitaries once again. This symbiotic relationship like ours between BWSSC and the Skillet is not just mutually beneficial for both the brands, but it further allows both the organizations to leverage on each other's strengths and allow the partners to reach their destination in full throttle with the advantage of speed, time, and energy. The old African proverb which says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together, is behind our vision together. We want to go very far, so that's the reason of this collaborative effort that we've put together. I come from a school of thought that a student is as good as his or her teacher. A good teacher would not only teach the subject, but would make sure that the student is interested, is inquisitive, and is engrossed in that subject. But unfortunately, everyone is not so lucky to have a guru of this caliber. Keeping this at the backdrop, we've made an effort to give the best teacher module-wise to become the teacher for all our students, irrespective of their geographical locations. This blended program would teach the theory component, making sure that the concepts are drilled very well with the students, and would practically even demonstrate them with the best use of the products and the technology that needs to be done. Post this, the student undergoing our course curriculum would be aligned with the training centers or with the salons to do hands-on practicals and practice what they have learned through an online method. In this program, there would be an interactive mode available for students in the form of a call center support to address their queries, support for mobile learning, support for blended learning, and as Mr. Mathur mentioned, an AI-enabled continuous evaluation, reporting and tracking system. The second stage of our collaboration will be focused on upskilling, reskilling, and certification of the trainees, trainers, and the assessors under various schemes and projects, some of them being RPL, NAPS, CSR, with multilingual content availability. This will cater not only to audience who are limited to an English and Hindi as a language, but will even take care of the language barrier going forward on this. Over to you, Stuti.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, taking the event forward, I request Team Skillet India to showcase the e-learning digital portal presentation. In association with Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council and Skillet India, this presentation is in the form of a small video which would apprise the viewers on the features and usability
Atmanirbhar
of
Bharat, or the self-reliant India, is the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, in making India a self-reliant nation. His vision has become relevant in view of events which have happened during the coronavirus pandemic. As part of the Atmanirbhar Bharat package, numerous government decisions have taken place, and amongst them, one relates to technology-driven education. Under this initiative, government will soon be launching eVidya, which will provide multi-mode access to digital or online education. This program will include facilities to support school education in states and union territories under the Diksha scheme, One Nation, One Digital Platform. In line with the vision of Honorable Prime Minister to promote technology-driven education under Atmanirbhar Bharat, Skilled India, which is a joint venture company of Manavrachna Vidya Antariksh and Kunskapsskolan Education Sweden AB, and as a knowledge partner of NSDC, is launching an indigenous online learning portal and the learning management system focused on promoting vocational education in the country. Launch of online learning portal integrated with the learning management system. Skilled India would be offering online QP-NOS aligned vocational training for multiple sectors. Amongst them, we are starting with beauty and wellness, retail, IT and ITES, healthcare and apparel. More sectors will be added later. The first sector for which we are initiating the access of our portal with online courses integrated into a secured, device-agnostic learning management system is beauty and wellness sector. Today, we are formally joining hands with Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council under an agreement to jointly design, develop and market digital vocational courses for the beauty and wellness sector under 4 categories, viz. QP-NOS aligned online courses for aspiring trainees either enrolled with some training center conducting training under PMKVY, DDU GKY, NULM or any state government skill development initiative or are self-paid leading to certification under Government Skill India Mission. Recognition of prior learning, that is RPL, for experienced beauty and wellness professionals to hone their skills and get certificate under Government Skill India Mission. For schools from classes 9 to 12 under NSQF program of MHRD, launch of online courses that are aligned to curriculum prescribed by PSSCIVE Bhopal and aligned to QP-NOS prescribed by the sector skill councils. Online training of trainer program under NSDC and Sector Skill Council leading to certified trainer along with associated teaching and training resources provided to bring in quality and standardization in vocational education in the country. One unique feature of our online digital vocational content is that our digital content has been designed, developed and crafted using the KED learning methodology framework from Kunskapsskolan Education Sweden AB. LMS features. The online courses are made available on robust device agnostic LMS platform hosted on the cloud with variety of features like ease of use, seamless integration with other platforms, content management, support for mobile learning, support for blended learning, AI-enabled online assessment and testing, reporting and tracking, security and customization, and branding of partner organizations. Amongst host of features on KEDSkill LMS, one unique feature worth mentioning is that the students or trainees will be able to compare their own learning progress with co-learners in their group. Their learning progress will be also available to their teachers and or their vocational trainers. How will trainees access the beauty and wellness online courses? For accessing the online courses for the Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, the access will be via Sector Skill Council website, which will lead to a seamless entry onto the landing page of KEDSkills portal for registration with phone and email authentication, course selection, doing course fee payments via payment gateway, and finally getting the automated login and passwords via email. The schools or training centers will get the automated logins and passwords for the number of students they have enrolled. On receipt, they can distribute amongst their students or trainees. Those self-paid will get the user ID and password for themselves. Unique features of online courses. Each course under the beauty and wellness sectors has on an average more than 800 live videos, animations, slideshows with audios, interactive web page and PDFs to enhance the learning and to practically demonstrate various beauty methods or procedures. Depending on the language preference, currently all courses are available in Hindi and English. Trainees can choose one of the preferred languages for their learning at the start of the program. We are confident that our online skill development programs will be found useful to those trainees who are taking training under PMKVY, DDU GKY, NULM, state skill missions, etc. The courses for schools from 9 to 12 are NSQF compliant and has been created in consultation with the Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, NSDC and PSSCIVE Bhopal. With hundreds of animated and live shoot videos embedded in the school course, it gives a thorough training on concepts and practical demonstrations. These online courses prepare students who, because of family economic conditions, decide to drop out for taking up job as assistant beauty therapist or beauty therapist, either as an entrepreneur or in a nearby salon. In addition, it will prepare the student for passing their final board examination successfully for this vocational subject. The contents of this course are certified by the Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council. Students can hone and reinforce their skills by rerunning the video demonstrations. How are the online courses priced? To ensure that price does not become a deterrent in the learning and keeping the COVID-induced situation in backdrop, which is forcing restrictions in conduct of classroom learning, the introductory prices of all courses has been kept very low at Rs 500 per course per trainee, whether for a training center or self-paid candidate. In this fee, the trainee will get full access to the QPNOS aligned course content for 6 months. NSQF vocational content for schools can be accessed by students on their internet-enabled computer, either in their school, homes, cyber cafes, or even on their smartphone. The government schools for full academic year could pay a combined introductory price of Rs 8,000, covering both classes 9th and 10th, that is, Rs 4,000 each for class 9th and 10th respectively, and Rs 5,000 covering both classes 11th and 12th. That is, just Rs 2,500 each for class 11th and 12th, irrespective of number of students in a class. The introductory price for private schools has been pegged at a combined introductory price of Rs 10,000 for classes 9th and 10th and Rs 8,000 for classes 11th and 12th. All those interested could enroll into a course of their liking by logging into Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill website and then enrolling and registering for the program on the KED Skills portal. For more info, write to us on info@kedmen.in. Thank you.
So this film of about 10 minutes on this robust learning management system, it talked about the complete information and details of our online courses and the LMS platform. Thank you, Skilled India team, for your presentation. His vision and belief made us reach where we are today. May I request our special guest, Dr. Prashant Bhalla, President, Manavrachna Educational Institutions, to give his address on this landmark occasion.
Thank you, Stuti. It's really a matter of great pleasure for us to welcome our esteemed dignitaries, Dr. Manish Kumarji, Mrs. Vanna Luthra, and other guests who are reconnected with us today to witness this landmark occasion. And I think this film gave you a perspective of what has got created. And I think I remember the times when I think it started with some discussion with Manish ji on how we can bring Sweden and India together in some way where we can build stronger relationships. We have our partners, the founder of Kunskapsskolan, P. Emilson, Cecilia, the CEO, and Anders here today. And it's like the journey goes nearly 8-9 years when we started our first venture with Kunskapsskolan and we started the K-12 schools. And then when we were engaging with Rajiv Mathurji and Manishji, and there were some discussions happening on how we can really help the skill sector grow and what way we can contribute. So I still remember that day when Manishji was there and we were visiting Sweden, and I think it was Cecilia's office, when he mentioned about this program of vocational education and how it can really impact around 7 to 8 lakh students who are currently enrolled in this program. And it was his vision that really drove us to start this initiative. And it started with the development of some online content for these sectors, grew to setting up model labs in many schools in Haryana with the 100-school pilot for Haryana government. And today we are here with this e-launch where in the current times, I think this is something that we were discussing when Manishji joined, that how in this times for skilling, this has become so relevant. And the purpose is such that we want to really impact the lives of millions of students, and there is a need, there is a huge demand to really give them that delivery, which otherwise practically is becoming impossible. And as Mathurji pointed out, and even in the presentation you saw, that keeping the social obligation in mind, the costs have been kept such that that won't really impact anybody much, and it can be easily drivable to the remotest corners of the country. Obviously, still in our country, we have that digital divide, which I would say is a challenge for everyone. And this is what we are experiencing in our higher education, in K-12 segment in generally, and that's there for everyone to consider. But I think the way our Honorable Prime Minister has driven the country with the Digital India program, which started a few years back, and today his drive towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, where he wants everybody to focus on like creating things indigenously. And that's what the focus is for this whole platform that has got created today. And I thank Manish Kumarji specifically, because I think it's his dream and his vision that we all are driving, and it was he who drove us in this direction. And today we are here today on this occasion. And Pei specifically, who has been coming to India quite often, and he had a vision that I really want to see that how we can impact the lives of millions of students in India, and how we can purposefully engage with the government and with the policymakers and see how we can contribute. And that's what we are seeing happening today. My special thanks to the Beauty and Wellness team for this support. And we have also signed some new agreements with the Retail Sector Skills Council today. And we have the CEO, Mr. James Reffelt, in today's event. I welcome you here. And we also have the Global Healthcare College team from Sweden, who are also supporting us in developing the healthcare program gradually. And I think it's all about the team that has put in the efforts, and it's a collaboration of like all the members, whether it is our team members or NSDC or the Sector Skill Councils, that has resulted in this program getting launched so efficiently in such a short span of time. And I congratulate Rajiv Mathurji and his team for the excellent effort put in. And I hope that this will be a very meaningful initiative for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. His undying guidance is cardinal to us. May I request our special guest, Mr. P. Emilson, Executive Chairman, Kunskapsskolan Education Sweden AB, and Chairman Magnora, to share his views with the August gathering.
Thank you. It's an interesting way with new technology. I'm sitting now in the archipelago of Stockholm with a cell phone, and I hope that you can see me and hear me. You know, when I recall my first visit to India, 1977, a few years ago, and then you recall what dramatic changes have gone through during this period, and the role of education as a catalyst for future growth and creating a better society. And you can also see when we are now in the midst of a corona situation, how new technology, new ways of operating will give us better tools to achieve the better education for the next generation that we dream of. Kunskapsskolans Association with the Manavrachna Group is now close to 10 years back. We met, we saw the capability, we liked each other, and we have developed the K-12 system in a number of schools in India now. You know, the basic philosophy of Kunskapsskolan is that each one has the capability to do more than they believe themselves. We give them tools to develop their lives in a better way. But our focus was really K-12 education, and it was not until Manish Kumar came to visit Sweden in August 2017, went to our headquarters, but more important, went to one of our schools and saw in reality how the Kunskapsskolan educational model functions, that he came with the idea, why don't we do something with NSDC? How can we join hands, and how could we take part in the skilling of India? It went fairly rapidly. I remember we signed an MOU with NSDC when I went to the board there in Kochi in November 2017. And then with Rajiv Mathur, then at NSDC, and then with Kedman, working to adapt our learning methodology into vocational education and training. We started with 3 sectors in IT, retail, beauty and wellness, and we got an approval for implementing pilot schools in 100 schools in Haryana. And then it's been intensive work to create the digital vocational content to fit within our learning system of Kunskapsskolan. And as you know, we have a very important setup of the whole school. Kunskapsskolans Development Center is in India. So lots of things are being developed there is also being used with other parts in Kunskapsskolan. We trained about 1,000 teachers. And then due to the fact that we had not a sufficient IT structure, we made the investment to create model schools through Kedman with laptops, internet enablements, and improved vocational lab civil infrastructure. So we had organizations like Oriflame, Sony, Honda, NSDC, and Oriental Electric put in CSR money last year, expand this network for 13 schools, and then we have trained Oriflame staff with about 500 beauty and wellness trainers of Haryana government schools. So when I'm now proudly part of this event and being extremely impressed to see the presentation to take the next step in the how to use the KED learning methodology, I think that what I've seen today is a good illustration to all the possibilities that are in the future. And this is in one sector. And I think that we are then, after signing up with Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, we can move into other councils. I think we could form many interesting pilots for how to improve vocational training in the future. And I know that Kedman has signed today with the retail sector and will shortly do also with apparel and healthcare sectors. In the healthcare, we have also very pleased to connect Kedman with the Global Healthcare College so that we can take advantage of their capabilities and knowledge in the very important development of online programs for people in the healthcare sector. Manovratna and Kunskapsskolan has a very close cooperation, all of this. And we're also keen to see how we develop activities with within a price structure that can increase the reach. All of this would not have been made possible without the close cooperation with NSDC. I'm very proud that Kedman is now a knowledge partner of NSDC. And I know what Manish Kumar has really done to be the inspirator for us to move into this direction. And I also would like to thank Chairperson of Beauty and Wellness Sector, Ms. Vandana Luthra, and CEO Ms. Monica Bahl for very fruitful work in getting this cooperation doing. You know, this is a very important step in using modern technology in combination with person-led training into getting more efficient training and education. I believe that the not very easy international situation we have at present is likely to prevail. And those that will succeed are those that in a creative way look at new opportunities and realize that the long-term education and formation of skills in the next generation is the most important factor we have to the future development of the world. Very proud to be part of this. Thank you.
It's very encouraging to see and hear that how an idea gets converted into teamwork and the team that is up and thriving. Thank you very much, sir, for your encouraging words. Our next speaker beholds a beautiful persona and is an awardee of prestigious Padma Shri. With great delight, I now invite our guest of honor, Mrs. Vandana Luthra, Chairperson, Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, and founder VLCC Healthcare Limited, to address the audience. Can we hear it from you, ma'am?
Namaskar, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Congratulations to all of us, and I'd like to personally welcome and thank Dr. Manish Kumar, Ms. Pei Emilson, Dr. Prashant Bhalla, and Mr. Anders War, Dr. Amit Bhalla, distinguished members of the Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, Monica Behel, Mr. Rajiv Mathur, respected members of the media, and ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm delighted to be here with you today on the occasion of the launch of the Beauty and Wellness SSC's Learning Management System and online digital iLearning portal powered by SkillEd India. I think Beauty and Wellness has taken this initiative during these real tough times of COVID-19 so as to ensure that the learning graph of our youth and women in the field of skilling only progresses upwards. While demand for jobs in the formal sector will actually take time to bounce back as we emerge from the crisis, the beauty and wellness industry is one of the very few industries where the demand for skilled workforce is still on a rise. During this challenging time, Beauty and Wellness SSC, being at the helm of this sunrise industry, which holds immense potential in future, has made several efforts for safeguarding the overall well-being of the beauty and wellness industry, which I'm very, very proud of. This sector is always in need of qualified and trained professionals. And this COVID-19 pandemic has further widened the existing gap due to migrant workforce heading back to their place of origin, thereby creating a need of reskilling and upskilling the workforce. As per recent research studies, the beauty and wellness sector specifically is expected to be the highest job creator by 2022. And this trend is leading to even conventional graduates shifting their focus to skill-based industry-oriented learning. And going forward, the need of global workforce primarily will be skill-based, which makes formal training in vocational streams so significant and critical. Carrying forward the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and our Honorable Minister for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dr. Mahendranath Pandey ji, the relevance of skilling, for the relevance for skilling for creating a future-ready resource pool is even more relevant today when India is well on its way to becoming a global economic powerhouse. And India, being a nation where majority of our population is under 25 years of age, is getting ready to reap the benefits of our demographic dividend. And the service being launched by Beauty and Wellness SSC today is one of, I think, such an important step in this direction. Aestheticians and cosmetologists who qualify through vocational courses by the Beauty and Wellness training ecosystem today not only help us to take care of our skin, which is in a hygienic manner. Our skin is the largest organ of the body and needs special care and upkeep. But it also makes us look beautiful, and it also makes us look confident. In this context, Beauty and Wellness has rightly chosen the most popular courses of assistant beauty therapy, a therapist and beauty therapist to launch on this online digital learning portal. This will be a wonderful opportunity for women and youth who comprise over 65% of the total number of people engaged in the beauty and wellness sector to actually pursue their careers. These courses will not only empower the women and youth of the nation to earn a good livelihood, but will also arm them with skills set to succeed in their chosen career, elevating them in today's look good, feel confident world. The launch of the online learning portal initiated by Beauty and Wellness SSC and SkillEd India for our beauty and wellness professionals, and particularly for the women and youth in secondary schools, is a timely step towards creating an immense opportunity to scale up the skilling drive of Beauty and Wellness SSC, resulting in preparation of a much desired skilled workforce for the beauty and wellness sector. My best wishes and compliments to Beauty and Wellness SSC and SkillEd India, and a special thanks to Dr. Manish. I would say without him, things would have been absolutely impossible. And I would say that this is only the beginning and there's lots to do in the future. And thank you so very much, and God bless all of you. And be safe and be happy. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. Our chief guest, Dr. Manish Kumar, Managing Director and CEO of National Skills Development Corporation, is harbinger of skill development in the country. I request Dr. Kumar to kindly enlighten the audience by his address.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be part of this initiative. And it's nice to recollect some of the events with some of the speakers already mentioned. And I obviously would like to first thank Mr. P. Emilson for his pioneering role in a way when it comes to the education sector. The approach that he has taken and his love for India, both of it coming together in the skill development sector, and his belief on the digital platforms and his ability to give skills in India. We had that initial conversation that he mentioned, and it's really great to see someone like Dr. Prashant Bhalla actually pick this issue up. His heart is being in the right place, following the true legacy of his father. I felt that he truly turned it around. It was just a thought in the beginning, but he quickly turned it around, and we had great support from almost 100 schools in government of Haryana, where we could initiate this whole idea of bringing in skills through a Kunskap Kulen model and embed it into education as done through school. So completely new thing to be tried, but he took that challenge, and I think we have gone quite far. I know that in this journey there has been a bit of frustration. I'm specifically meaning this to Anders. Anders, you have been a great operational person, and I know that sometimes we have disappointed you, we have frustrated you by our delays. But as I always told you, that India is like a very big boulder, very big stone, very difficult to move in the beginning, but once it begins to move, it's very difficult to stop. And you can see how it is now beginning to roll, and it's taking new shape, new kind of business domains which we had not thought of initially. But your persistence and I think your motivation to all of us and Cecilia, it has really helped us to take this forward and bring it in the shape that it is today. There are some SSCs which have joined. I'm quite sure that there'll be many others who will be joining. Rajiv Mathur, you have done a great job. It's not easy to do this. Vandana Luthraji, I really want to thank you for your leadership. Everywhere where innovation is concerned, I've found you always more than willing to embrace it. I remember when we tried doing something in Finland where we wanted to do training of trainer for yoga, and your entire team actually assembled everything so quickly, and we could take it forward. And then we are here now, taking up something which is new, and I really look forward to more of it as we go forward. A few things which I want to mention. SkillEd as an institution, having been established in India now with a very good leadership from both sides, from Sweden and India, I think it's happening at a very right moment, because as you'll find, the PMKY3 is going to put a lot of emphasis on digital skilling, on having online platforms. So with your experience and the elements that you have created, I think you could be one of the pioneers in the manner in which we can take it forward. So I really look forward to this particular platform as we get into the PMKY3 eventually. There's also demand which is coming up from CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. We had a meeting with the chairman last week where Rajiv was present and Anders was present, and you guys put up a very nice show of what all can be done. And my hope is that someone like CBSE picking up your way of doing skilling is really going to create great impetus to skilling within the country, giving a lot more of comfort and a lot more of confidence to people. A change of mindset that we have often been dreaming of for a long time is something which will come because of this approach, which brings in quality, introduces that to skills, and then takes it up with institutions that are reputed across the country, like CBSE. So very good timing in that sense. And I really feel that we have reached a point where something we started in August 2017 as a thought, people like Robin Sukia and others supporting us in Stockholm. Pay, of course, being the real driver, and then the industry there behind us, we could achieve quite a bit in this short time. But there is much more which we can do. And I still remember the lesson I took on driving, sitting in one of the driving training school out there. And I think I did quite well, because at the end of it, somebody went on to get a 16-wheel truck and asking me to drive it, because apparently I had done quite well in the computer test. He was so sure that I could drive it, I was scared. So I obviously did not take up that challenge then, because I didn't have my driving license. But I'm going to take that up next time. And I'm sure that there are many more things which we can bring from Sweden. And I look forward to this partnership in more ways than one. For what we have taken so far, I'm really proud, but I think we can do much more, and let's keep an eye on that. So thank you everybody for your contribution, and thank you for your kind words. I know that you have been very generous to me, but the success actually belongs to each of you. I just thought about it, you made it happen. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. And now I announce open house. Here we invite questions. I request the viewers to please raise hands to ask questions to the dignitaries. And to be able to raise hands, request you to move the cursor towards the bottom of your screen, and you will be able to locate participants tab there. Click it, and then you will be able to see more option with 3 dots there. From this section, you may click the option of raise hands. So when you would want to ask a question, please ask the question along with whom do you want to address this question to. I would like to repeat the instructions once again. Towards the bottom of the screen, you could see the participants tab there. Once when you click it, you would be able to see more option there with 3 dots. Once when you click that, you may choose the option of raise hands. So we have...
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, this side Sanya, and
Hi, Sanya.
I am from Now Gujarat Times. So I have a question to Vandana ma'am, that according to her, how will online courses in beauty and wellness will grow? I mean, this is my question to Vandana ma'am, that how will it grow through this online?
Well, I think, thank you so much for asking me this question. Well, I would say that I think this gives a great opportunity, especially in youth in semi-urban areas, to actually, who are actually not accessible to our training, to any training institute, to actually get trained online so that they can pursue this as their career. And more than that, I've always, believed in empowering women of my country. And unfortunately, because of too much of commitment in their homes and not being able to actually, they want to get into the wellness industry, but they're not being able to sort of take out time for themselves. So this is a great opportunity for women as well. Even if they want to work part-time or whatever, this gives them an opportunity to get into a segment which is flourishing. Do I answer your question? Thank you so very much.
Yes, and ma'am, the other question is that, what are the other opportunities that have come at the time of COVID-19? I mean, we have seen the lockdown, right? So what were the opportunities in beauty and wellness? I mean, if we see the opportunities, so what were the opportunities at the time of COVID-19? I mean, at the lockdown, yeah.
Well, I've been a part of this industry for the last 36 years now. Okay. And I think this has been the worst situation where, we got hit by a pandemic, which actually left us, without work. So, but I look at it as an opportunity. I'm not trying to be selfish, but I look at it as I look at it as an opportunity, because here, I see people really, wanting to get back in shape, be healthy, look good, feel confident. So we're just waiting to open up. Right now, it's a very, very bad situation, because the minute we open up our training institutes or we open up our wellness centers, we have to close down or shut down. But people are coming, they're scared. But what we've got to really take care of is safety and hygiene. And if we manage that, you can't imagine the kind of people that will actually get into the centers. And there's a, because everybody wants to, really they're frustrated sitting at home, and they want to come out of their homes. They want to actually look good. They're tired of sitting at home doing nothing. So I think it gives us a great opportunity. This is a very fast growing industry. It's moving at a very, very fast pace. And this is one industry where I would say the beauty and wellness industry, where there are a lot of people, and the industry is, is very, very energized right now. People who are a part of this industry are very energized. They're wanting to open their centers. They're following all the norms. And I think we'll be back to our normal, we'll be back to normal very, very soon. And we want to make people look good. We want to make people look confident, be confident, and we want to make people healthy at the same time.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
I look at this as an opportunity now for each one of us who are a part of this industry.
Okay.
To make up whatever we've lost. To make up for whatever we've lost, I would say.
Okay. And are there any obstacles, ma'am? I mean, have you faced any obstacles at the time of lockdown for this industry, ma'am?
See, if I look at it, it's been very, very heartbreaking, and people have not been paid up. It's people have not been able to come for work. People are feeling very low. So it's been a very heartbreaking, I would say, time for me, at least as a professional, as a part of this industry. I really feel sad, but what can one do? Nobody expected this to happen. So I look at these obstacles, I would say, as an opportunity now. Once we open up, things will get back to normal, and people would feel safe and come out of their homes. How long can you sit in the house? When you have to come out of your home, start work, start leading your normal life. So waiting for things to settle down, because the vaccine is not going to be out before 1 year, maybe 18 months to 24 months, I would say. So we all have to be coming back to a normal life and just try and be safe, follow whatever we need to follow, wear our masks, wash our hands, be safe, keep our family safe, keep our colleagues safe, keep our people in the center safe. So I think we should, I look at this as an opportunity again, I would say, because it's a great learning, and it's a great learning. Whatever has happened is going to finally teach us something good and something positive, I would say.
Great. Next question is addressed to Dr. Manish Kumar from ILA Navbharat Times. I'll translate this question for everyone's understanding. It says that, would there be any Indian app launched under digital platform which could be able to deliver beauty and wellness products door to door, just like Amazon?
I think, I can talk about the learning platforms, not about the e-commerce platform, because I think my job is that. But I'm quite sure there are enough enterprising people in India who can do that, for sure. And having heard this question, I'm sure Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council would reflect on that, because I'm quite sure you would have the capability to get that done. It's a good idea and can be taken up. In the case of skilling, we have an eSkill India platform already. So if you go to Apple or for that matter any Android phone, you can download the app which is eSkill India, and you can learn any course. I think there are 400 different courses which are free of cost at the moment out there, and this could be from things like mushroom cultivation to things like gems and jewelry to retail. So therefore you can choose what you like. And but on the app which relates specific to beauty and wellness products, I leave it to Mrs. Vandana Luthra to think about it and take it forward. Thank you.
Right. So we are receiving a lot of messages via chat and through WhatsApp also. So would there be any business promotion during these tough times where people cannot go to salon services? Can there be some way out where we can educate and promote business partnerships? So this question is addressed to Prashant sir from Nav Bharat Times.
I think, see, the businesses are definitely changing and the whole environment is changing. So I would say that just about the way you take up in the things in the current situations, it's about the mindset that maybe is going to change more rather than anything else, I would say. So that would be my point.
Right, sir. I'm getting requests to be able to explain the option to raise hands. I would like to once again inform that the raise hand section, you would be able to find it in the participant section. When you move the cursor towards the bottom of your screen, click that. You'll be able to see more written there with 3 dots. Once when you click that, you could see the option of raise hands. So Kamal is there. I would request media team, Kamal Sodhi.
Yeah, I have a question. I don't know who will answer that question. Basically, it is okay, from the experience of 100 schools in Haryana, I want to know how far is the job of trainer affected? And secondly, how is the skilling part taken care of by the skilling of the students? The two questions.
So I would, right. So I would request Rajiv sir, can you please address the question? Sir, would you mind repeating your question?
Yeah, first question is from the experience you had in the 100 schools in Haryana, how has been the trainer's job got affected? And second is, how is the skilling part, hands-on skilling part by the students taken care of or monitored?
All right. Yeah, I got your question. So let me first explain you that our model or a product is not replacement of any person or any teacher out of the job. It is actually, if you see the KED learning methodology, the teacher becomes an enabler in the learning of the students. So here we have trained more than 1,000 teachers. It was told in the presentation also that how they can effectively deploy this new tool which is there and train the students more effectively. So the whole idea here is that if you look at the government schools, they are always scarce of resources to actually give the practice to the students. Now our courses have a lot of videos, 800 videos, approximately 100 videos per course. So here the students can see them any number of times and then do practice with whatever limited resources they have. So the skilling is happening in the schools only. It's not outside that. Our online programs and the teachers trained collectively are making a big impact in the state of Haryana. And now we are taking this entire model to the entire country now with the help of Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, other sector skill councils, as well as with NSDC. I hope I have answered you.
Yes, sir, but how is the skilling part of hands-on skilling part of the students taken? Is it as was in the previous system?
Yeah, so we have not changed any system. So this whole new model of training has been integrated into the regular schedule of the schools, where instead of the child going to a conventional vocational class, the child comes to this KED-enabled class where he undergoes the demonstrations, the actual thing, and then goes to the regular lab and does the practical assessment in the school itself.
Mr. Mathur, I think he's more concerned about the training, the practical training part. So I think what we have done is in our curriculum and the way the content has got created, the whole practice part is what that we have focused on. And for that, we have created the content, and the whole mode of delivery is such of that content that it replaces sort of a physical workshop or being there in a workplace to really do that thing. So I think that is what our focus has been in terms of the content that is getting delivered through this learning portal. So that takes care of the workplace requirement in a sense.
Thank you.
So आगे बढ़ने से पहले मैं एक बार फिर से एक्सप्लेन करना चाहूंगी. पार्टिसिपेंट्स सेक्शन आपको दिख रहा होगा टैब का. अपने स्क्रीन पे जब आप कर्सर मॉनिटर पे नीचे की तरफ ले जाएंगे तो पार्टिसिपेंट्स टैब पे क्लिक करके आपको मोर का ऑप्शन दिखेगा. वहां पे 3 डॉट्स होंगे. उन 3 डॉट्स को जब आप क्लिक करेंगे तो आपको रेज हैंड का ऑप्शन दिखेगा. सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मीडिया टीम, इट गोज टू प्रशांत मून.
Hello, just I am a bit concerned about that trainers wala part. Mostly we have many of the things in this online training module for the trainees, but how is the grooming of the trainer is envisaged into the whole process, and how we visualize it?
Okay, so how you're concerned about how the educators would be informed about the new integration of online system. Is that so, if I've understood it correctly?
So Stuti, let me answer this question. So our whole plan into this online training is that currently amid the corona crisis, the students are not able to go to the training centers. So the entire theoretical and demonstration part, we are trying to get it done through these online programs, where the child can see the demonstrations any number of times. The trainee can look at that, and then they can fix a time for to go to the training center and do the training amidst the social distancing norms, so that this whole thing can happen in a very effective manner. But what we are also doing additionally is that the trainers who are going to be now delivering training in this methodology, as I said, how we have done it for Haryana, we are going to be replicating the teachers training here to take care of pedagogy part and how they can do it for using this particular tool. So the whole model is being created around that.
Yeah, thank you.
Stuti, there any other questions? You're mute, Stuti.
Actually, 3 messages on our chat box. So we were just trying to figure out. I don't think so we have further questions. So we move ahead now.
Please do that.
Yep. So the one who is a doer by himself, an earnest person who marks the task with complete vigor and efficacy. I now request Dr. Amit Bhalla, Vice President, Manav Rachna Educational Institutions, to give vote of thanks.
Thank you, Stuti. I express my gratitude to all the dignitaries present today on the e-dais, and would like to thank Manish Ji for gracing this occasion and his provoking address, and set a perfect platform for our initiative. And our special thanks are also due to our guest of honor, Mrs. Vandana Luthra, to be here with us and share her thoughts with us on this landmark occasion. I take this opportunity to thank other dignitaries, Dr. Prashant Bhalla, our Swedish partners, Mr. P. Emilson, Ms. Cecilia, Mr. Anders, to be with us today and guide us every time for the implementation of our initiatives. A sincere thank to Mrs. Monica Behel and the team from Beauty and Wellness sector for fructifying the tenets of this association in today's event with our team. There's a lot of backend team who has worked on making this portal live and making it happen. A special thanks to Rajiv Mathurji, who is leading the team, along with Anukriti, Stuti, Fatima, Shruti, and also team at Manav Rachna, along with Pooja and other PR team members. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our IT partners, Mr. Anil Verma and team, for also working relentlessly for almost 24/7 to assemble the portal, the LMS and the learning resource on the cloud on our specifications in a very, very short time. And my special thanks to all the press members who are present here today on this e-launch of the portal. Thank you for all of you for being present here. Now, on behalf of all dignitaries on the e-dais, we now declare the digital learning portal live and ready for registrations for everyone.
It's been a pleasure being with all of you today. Thank you, everyone. With the declaration of digital learning portal registration open, it's been a pleasure being with all of you today. Thank you very much.